All right, let's dive into the invisible world of digital design. We're going to pull back the curtain on all those hidden decisions that make the difference between an app you just love and one that makes you want to throw your phone across the room. You've been there, right? You open an app and everything just clicks. It's smooth, it's intuitive, it's like it knows what you want to do next. Then you open another one and suddenly it feels like you're fighting the thing at every single tap. So what is going on there? What's the secret sauce?
Well, here's the thing. It's not one big magical feature. The secret is actually in thousands of tiny, almost invisible choices. So to really get the big picture, we have to start by zooming way, way in and looking at the smallest pieces first.
I want you to think of any app or website like it's built out of digital Legos. These are what we call user interface or UI elements, and they have to be consistent, they have to be predictable, because we've all learned over the years how they're supposed to work. Let's break down the main categories. First up, we've got input controls. The best way to think about these is that this is how you talk to the app. Simple as that. Every time you click a Buy Now button, tick a checkbox, type into a search bar, or flip a little toggle switch, you're giving the system a command. You're telling it what to do. Then you've got your navigational components. These are basically your map and compass for the digital world. A search field lets you jump exactly where you want to go. Breadcrumbs show you the trail of how you got there. And pagination lets you flip through pages of results without getting overwhelmed. It's all about making sure you can find your way around without ever feeling lost. And rounding out these basic building blocks are the informational components. Now, if input controls are you talking to the app, these are how the app talks back to you. Think about it. A progress bar lets you know how much longer that download will take. A notification gives you a heads up. It's all about crucial feedback, so you're never left wondering, is this thing working? Okay, so just using these blocks isn't enough. The real art, the real craft, is in building something that everyone can use, no matter their ability. And this isn't just a nice idea. The UN actually considers access to technology a basic human right. So how do designers actually make that a reality? This is where it gets really powerful. It's about making specific design moves to meet human challenges. For someone with low vision, using high contrast text can be the difference between readable and unreadable. For someone who's deaf, captions aren't optional, they're essential. For a person with motor tremors, making a button just a little bit bigger, a large touch target, is a total game changer. And for cognitive differences, simple things like using plain language and consistent layouts can make an app feel clear and calm instead of chaotic and overwhelming. So we've designed for the person, but what about their environment? I mean, think about it. The same person interacts with technology completely differently when they're at their desk with a huge monitor versus, say, on their wrist on a tiny watch while they're out for a run. The design has to be a chameleon. It has to adapt. And designers have two main tools for this. On one hand, you've got adaptive design. This is like having different outfits for different events. The server literally detects, oh, you're on a phone, and sends a pre-made layout just for that phone. On the other hand, you have responsive design. This is more like wearing a super stretchy fabric. It's one single fluid layout that just beautifully rearranges and stretches itself to fit whatever screen it's on. And this leads to one of my favorite concepts in all of design, what's known as the curb cut effect. The idea is that when you design for a specific disability, you often end up helping everyone. The classic example is the curb cut on a sidewalk. Yeah, it was designed for people in wheelchairs, a permanent need, but who else uses it? Parents with strollers, travelers with luggage, delivery drivers. In the digital world, it's exactly the same. Subtitles are essential for a deaf user, but they're also a lifesaver for anyone trying to watch a video on a noisy bus. Okay, we've gone from the tiny Lego blocks to the individual person, to their device and their context. Now for the final zoom out, to the entire globe. How do you build a product that feels just as intuitive and natural to someone in Tokyo as it does to someone in Berlin or Cairo? This is where we get into two big ideas: internationalization, or I-18N for short, and localization, or L10. Think of it like this. Internationalization is the engineering part. It's like building a house with universal power outlets that can accept any kind of plug. The core product is flexible from the ground up. Then you have localization. That's the part where you actually provide the right plug adapter for each specific country. It's the translations, the right currency, the right date formats, even the right images. And getting these details right is absolutely 100% critical. For instance, the simple English word pay explodes into jetzt bezahlen in German. If your button isn't built to expand, the whole design breaks. For languages like Arabic or Hebrew that read from right to left, the entire layout, all the icons, everything has to be mirrored. Even dates, is it month then day or day then month? If you get this stuff wrong, your product doesn't just feel clunky, it can feel completely broken or even offensive. So when you pull it all together, from the tiniest button to the accessibility features, to the way it adapts to your screen, to the way it speaks your language, all of these thousands of choices are working towards one single beautiful goal: to become invisible. To get out of your way so perfectly that you don't even notice the design at all. You just get your stuff done. And it feels effortless. So I'll leave you with this challenge. The next time you open your favorite app, I want you to try and see the invisible. Look for the little choices. Notice the spacing, the way things adapt, the clarity of the words. Now that you know what to look for, what hidden craft will you discover? Thanks for joining me.